Pay attention. They know something you don't. This is the real flat Earth diagram. Intel on the dark web. SpaceX worker confirms the Earth is flat. The other half is an abandoned planet. Is Elon Musk already aware of this? What does he know that we don't?
Let's see how much imagination y'all still have in your head. This is a Falcon 9 rocket launched by SpaceX. God made the firmament, which divided the waters from the waters.
Lucy.
See, the sun never, ever, ever is under the globe. It is always above the flat, horizontal, stationary Earth, rotating. And this is the point. The point is that we have science on our side. Only experiments have proven that the Earth is stationary. Scientific experiments. These scientists, Pierluigi Gina, he's not a nobody. Marconi, these are not nobodies. These are men who have proven conclusively, and yet we have Einstein with his one quote. I have come to believe that no experiment, scientific experiment, can prove the movement or has detected the movement of the Earth. I've been in a plane where you're sitting there flat, level, and you can feel it. You can feel it for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. In fact, for freaking ever. You go in a plane, test it out for yourself. You can tell that the plane is not adjusting one single teeny weeny bit. It is flat, flat, flat.
We're not spinning, not at all. Air travel wouldn't work on a spinning ball. I know you're probably going to say we've got gravity. That's the catch-all lie that makes everything work. Why people aren't flinging off into space. It's not real. Gravity's not real. You can look at my profile and see some of the different posts that I've made with this camera, that phone. Seashells floating on water because they displace more water than the weight of the shell. That's buoyancy. It'll fall through the air because it's heavier than the air, more dense than the air, and then it'll float on the water if it's not contained with water. A feather will fall through the air, float on the water. More dense than the air, less dense than the water. I'm trying to show you a world that maybe you haven't seen from this perspective.
Sometimes referred to as a holy mountain or the tree of life. The first big red pill you're gonna have to swallow is that beyond all these dimensional fields of energy from where we are now, in our northern and southern extremities, are other extraterrestrial lands inhabited by other extraterrestrial civilizations. This is what we might call extraterrestrial outer and inner space, extraterrestrial outer and inner Earth. I know, it sounds crazy, just bear with me. Each of these four-dimensional rings of Earth have their own lunar, solar systems and seasons, and their own sun and moons, which would be our current 7 wandering stars. Saturn and Jupiter being the solar sun and lunar moon of the outermost ring, domain, or realm of Earth. Mars and Venus being the solar sun and lunar moon of the next concentric domain of Earth inside that. This Mars and Venus domain would be the main realm beyond our southern Antarctic boundary and the Aurora Australis electromagnetic field. Then, of course, we have our own solar sun, Apollo, and lunar moon, Artemis, in this domain.
proof the Earth is flat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
The pitcher, steroid Santa Claus, kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Oh, Simpson just broke this dream's reality wide open.
Excuse me and you are not finished with this flat earth thing. Check this out.
Yes, we're talking about Babylon. What does that got to do with flat earth and the firmament? You'll see. Now, we all have heard about Babylon and the Tower of Babel and all that, how Babylon's always starting some BS in the Bible. Check this out. So look at this ancient map of the world. It's the Hebrew version of what their conception was of the universe. And here's how all the ancient civilizations depicted the universe and the world. And this is how NASA's website actually depicts our current world. Oops, I wasn't supposed to show that, huh? Shout out to @PlanetTruth81 on TikTok here, showing the image. Hey, but we're talking about Babylon. Stay focused here. So this is how the Babylonian pictured the universe and their cosmos. Very similar, huh? Waters above, firmament, all that good stuff. Yes. The Babylonians were like, they thought of themselves as like the elites from back then. I mean, these guys wanted full control, okay? Does that sound like anybody nowadays? Anyway, you ever wonder why they built the tower so high up the sky? Like, they really, really wanted to reach something. What did they want to reach? Let's find out. I mean, these guys knew there was something above us. I don't know, maybe God? Hey, let's not get so edgy here, okay? So these guys knew there was a firmament above us. And like today's elites, they're trying to break it. Don't ask. Now, there was a ruler who was behind all of this. The Bible describes him as great. Not in a good way, just great in power. He became a very powerful man. He thought of himself as a god. He wanted to reach the highest heaven. He wanted to be worshipped. And he was going after something. He was going to accomplish it. Sort of like today's elites, huh? It's a lot of information to fit all in one video. Part 2 is going to be juicy. A ruler full of pride. Oh, this all ties into the flat earth. Follow for part 2.
Check it.